I was listening to Pastor Andy Woods, Dr. Andy Woods from Sugarland Bible Church in Texas, and he holds a very strong uh, theological view of the pre-trib rapture, and that's the church being raptured before the Great Tribulation. I want to show one of his viewpoints that has blessed me, and I really pray that it would bless you too. That you would be relieved, because the doctrine of the rapture, it was meant to be comforting to the believer, and so it has comforted me, and I want it to comfort you too. So let's look at the word church. So what is church? The Greek word for church, ecclesia, is composed of two words, ek, meaning out of, and koleo, meaning I call. The full and simple meaning of church, according to the original word, is I call out from. When Jesus said, I will build my church, he was saying, I will call my people out of the world, and they will assemble in my name, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against them. The word church, Greek ecclesia, is found 20 times in Revelation. It's used 19 of that 20 times in chapters 1 through 3. Then the word does not appear until Revelation 22:16. The absence of the church on earth from Revelation 4 to Revelation 22 is consistent with the pre-trib view of Revelation 3:10. Well, what does Revelation 3:10 say? Because you have kept my command to persevere, I also will keep you from the hour of trial which shall come upon the whole world to test those who dwell on the earth. Revelation 3:10. So here's an interesting fact that we learned about church, is that in the book of Revelation, it's only mentioned in chapters 1 through 3 in the letter to the seven churches. And then it's not mentioned again until Revelation chapter 22, which is the whole tribulation period. Now, there's something else I'd also like to point out too before we close, and it's the particular words he uses in these areas. Watch. Here he's saying, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. It comes at the end of each letter to each church he's writing to. And I am emphasizing for you to the churches, because in a bit we will note something peculiar. In Revelation chapter 13, the writer is talking about the beast coming out of the sea, the Antichrist, and he will speak blasphemies against God, against his name, against his tabernacle, and against those who dwell in heaven. Revelation 13 talks about how this beast will make war with the saints and overcome them. And by the way, some might say that the saints are the church, but saints does not have to equal church, and there are good reasons for that too, but let's stick to the subject. It also talks about those who dwell on the earth and their worship of the beast, whose names had not been written in the book of life of the Lamb before the foundations of the earth. And finally, in Revelation 13:9, the writer says, he who has an ear, let him hear. There is no mention of what the Spirit says to the churches, but he who has an ear, let him hear. I hope that you found this video in good faith and informative, and I pray that the Lord would affirm and confirm his mysteries and secrets unto you according to his will. Thanks for watching.